What causes people to reach a certain point in life and never be able to get beyond that point? Kind of like the glass ceiling. What causes people to only accumulate a certain amount of success in life, to only achieve a minimal level of success in their life? I'm going to give you my personal belief in why I believe that family and friends are the number one reason people are only able to go but so far in life. If you take a look at the 5 closest people to you, those in your circle, family, friends, and when you look at their life, look at your life, and then ask yourself this question: does my life reflect the lives of those closest to me? If I'm in a scenario where I'm constantly broke or struggling, when I look at the 5 closest people to me in my life, those that I spend time with talking with, those that I spend time with texting and messaging, are they in a similar scenario? More than likely, they are a paycheck to paycheck, broke. If you needed $1,000, they do not have it to give. They probably never saved $1,000 a day in their life in the bank and had it at their disposal except around income tax time. If this, in fact, is your scenario, I'm here to tell you that you need to change your circle. And I think what holds people back is their emotional ties to people and to memories. And there is this frame of thought that says, because this is my sibling, because we went to the same school since we were kids, that there is this sense of loyalty that we owe to these individuals, even at the expense of our success. We will not detach from them because of the history that we have. I'm here to tell you that anything that's not growing is dying. And growth itself demands change. You have to change in order to grow. If you were someone who was not willing to let go of your analog television when we switched over to digital, how is that working for you? I guarantee you, you no longer have that television, and if you do, it doesn't work because we no longer use analog television, right? We are digital. If you were one who refused to use email, you rather pick up the phone and call, or you rather send a telegram, what do you do now? You use email because it's instant, right? If you have a message that you need to get to someone quickly, you can text them and the message will get to them in a matter of seconds. It's about convenience. So in order to grow, you have to change. And we've experienced the largest amount of growth in the last 20 to 30 years than human history combined. Just over the last 20 to 30 years, the technological advances that we've made far exceeds creation itself as far as we can go back. And it's only getting quicker. So when you look at those in your life that you feel you have this loyalty to, ask yourself this question: what is it that you desire in life? If you desire more, you got to detach yourself. If you want to accomplish more, you got to detach yourself. If you're trying to educate yourself and your circle is not educated, you're going to have to detach yourself. And here's what's going to happen. You can try to secretly get educated, or you can try to secretly succeed at this or that, but what's going to happen is, to elevate in life, elevation requires a different mindset. It requires new information and different information. And your mind is going to expand the more and more you take in this new information. And it's going to change you because your habits is a reflection of how you think. So if you want to change certain habits, you have to change how you think. And if you're going to change how you think, you're going to need new information. So even if you try not to detach, but yet you're building yourself, so what's going to happen is as you begin to grow, those individuals in your life are no longer going to be able to relate to you. You're not going to have much in common with them anymore. So the separation is going to take place regardless. Now, if you don't have any dreams, aspirations, there's nothing that you want to do, you've decided to live a mediocre life, then you have that right. I'm not talking to you. But I'm talking to people who you get around these individuals, and then there's something burning on the inside of you, but all they want to do is play. There's something burning on the inside of you. There's a change that you desire, but all they want to do is be on Facebook, gossiping, creating memes, and just doing nothing every day, all day. They go to work, they're on Facebook. They come home, on the way home, they're on Facebook. They get home, they're on Facebook. But what are they doing? What are they doing that's congruent to what you desire to do in your life, and what are they doing to promote that change that you desire in your life? Because if you look at the 5 people closest to you in your circle, it's an indication of where you are or where you will end up if you continue to be connected to these type of people. So if you are one of those great ones, I challenge you to disconnect. Get around people who are smarter than you. Get around people who know more than you. Stop being intimidated by people who think on a different level. There's people I know, my age, grew up in the hood, and still they have this ridiculous mindset of, I got to keep it real. So they walk around and still trying to be tough. They still act like they did when it was 22, but they're 42, 52, right? Still doing the same thing. See, I fell into that trap, but I decided, no, this is not congruent to what I desire out of life. I have too much to do. My aspirations are huge. And if I was to share them with my circle at that time, they would not have the capacity to even receive what it was that I was contemplating and thinking. So hook up with somebody. If you want to connect with me, connect with me. If you want to connect with someone who thinks different from yourself, reach out. The internet makes it possible. There's mentors everywhere. Some of my mentors I never met. Hundreds of them I never met. So I hope that this call has been somewhat of an encouragement to you guys. I really, really have a passion when it comes to these type of topics, when it comes to success, when it comes to what hinders us. I spend hours every day, whether listening to audiobooks, reading, or just brainstorming, watching videos, just trying to get a good working knowledge of what it is that stops those people who desire to be successful, and whether that success means education, whether that success means increasing your income, whether that success means getting in better shape, taking care of your body, making those necessary changes that you need to make. Whatever that success is to you, there is a science behind why people are successful and also behind why people are not successful. We live in a world that is driven by action, right? So the last thing I want to leave you with is our actions are a reflection of our thoughts, and our thoughts are a reflection of the information that we have in our minds, and that information is a reflection of the people, places, and things that we've allowed in. So if you want to change your circumstance, you first have to change who you're listening to, where you're getting your information. Once you do that, then your thoughts will begin to change. And when your thoughts begin to change, you're going to start taking action, and your actions are going to be different, and you will produce a different result. In other words, one said insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Well, now you'll have new information that produces new thoughts, that produces new actions. Now what has been produced is that life, or whatever that goal is, that you've been desiring to accomplish. Now it's produced because of that new information. So I wish you all you guys the best. And once again, man, thank you for having me on. Sean Scott.